Hey everyone, welcome back to another Brave Frontier video. So today's video is going to be on Frontier Hunter EX Season 16. It's going to be my first playthrough of Terminus. Post-recording because I didn't like the audio the first time, so we're going to fix that up. Lols. Yeah, so they've extended it for a day, but they didn't reset it like they probably should have. Kind of sucks because if you're like me, you missed the first day completely. You can see it's like the 24th, 2200 hours in game, and it's been up since the 23rd at 2000 hours. So it says it somewhere in the news that they've extended it by an extra day, which I suppose kind of makes up for it. And I suppose most people were in the same boat, not being able to play it. But it's definitely up now, so make sure that you push hard, try and rank high. There's still the maximum Frontier Hunter rank 41, so if you're already there, it's probably not something you need to be worried about. We're basically going to take in my raid team. I did a slight alteration in my raid team for the first three because they're easy, so I put Xenia in there instead of Rignis for more damage. So got to put Rignis back in to remove the status elements, and we're going to take good mate the Bears fan with us. We're going to take his Xenia. Not quite as good as mine, but you can see there it's still pretty good, especially with the Luginis Grand Gaia Sphere. No, the Grand Quest Sphere. Mine's Anima and completely imped already, so that's what mine's slightly better. No, yeah. So went into this completely blind. This is my first clear of it. I probably should, in hindsight, I shouldn't have taken my raid team. It wasn't super effective, but it did get the job done. So I suppose that's the good thing about raid. I keep saying the wrong things. It's a good thing about. I forgot what I was going to say again. The good thing about Frontier Hunter, especially Terminus, is it's something that you're going to be farming most of the time. So you get the opportunity to fine tweak your team and do slight changes here and there to work out what works best for you so you can optimize the score you get for each run. So this is where I started off with. We get a pretty decent score to start with. It kind of surprised me in the end. I thought it was going to be really shocking, but we kind of pulled through, and it's mediocre. I probably, if you chucked in a few Larios and a Sheeta, just like what I was doing last season, you'd probably be pretty sweet this season again and score pretty high. I just took in my raid team basically to be safe because they can sustain super brave burst gauges pretty much of 1 to 2 enemies depending on how well you spark. And then there's a lot of strong buffs in this team as well, so they can do a lot of damage if you need. Ideally, you don't want too much damage because you want to be able to get good sparks and a 3-turn kill. The first couple stages I think we did 2-turn kills because it was just did too much damage the first turn. And then it actually crashed there. I thought we were going to lose everything, but when I opened back up, it restored completely, which was really lucky. Yes, nothing too out of the normal I experienced on this first run. So the first stage there was 3 enemies, the second one that was there was 2. I think this third one, is this where we come against Wheel? No, there's still another 2. I think there's only 2 stages that you come across that there's only 1 enemy. So this turn I tried this round against Lemia and Reese. I tried the 3-turn kill it, but it's still, I would have gotten more points if I just did the 2, I think. Yes. I didn't really notice any big attacks. We come across Will in the next stage. And he looks very sus. Like, I feel like if you let him live for a couple turns, he would do something to screw you over, I have a feeling. But I didn't really give him that chance, so we just took him out straight away for the next one. What else can I talk about while I'm slowly... It took me so long to do it. I'm just like trying to think out how to optimize it. Always the first runs. I actually sped this up slightly to make it a little bit better, a little bit faster. Because nobody wants to see a really slow kind of thing. I suppose I can talk about the team I took for the first three. Actually, last Frontier Hunter season, I recorded the first three stages because they usually get neglected. Usually, just like skip over them, do them really quick. But I recorded it last season in hopes I could get like really massive scores and just like compare with you guys how I went. So I recorded that, but then I actually forgot to make it public on YouTube. So that's still what I've got saved up. I'll probably release that in the next couple of days. But it would have been better if I recorded it this season, not only because it's more relevant now, but also because I got so many more points compared to last season. I was getting massive scores. I think for the entrance I got like 3 mil plus, and then middle I got like it was almost 4 mil, just under 4 mil, which is pretty crazy. And that was taking this pretty much this exact same team, except instead of my Rignis I had my Xenia, and as a friend, I think one of the times I took a Raga friend, and another times I took a Maxwell friend. Yeah, I must have got really lucky with mobs. Currently what's going on screen now, we've got another group of 3. Groups of 3 make it really easy, especially if you've got damage mitigation up. That's kind of essential because they can do quite a bit of damage, but if you've got damage mitigation up, you're fine, and you're going to do very well to keep up all your SPB gauges. So I think this is the second last one there. I was just checking to see, because I've still got my overdrive, which I want to use in one of these stages, so I think I decided to leave that for the last one. Yeah, so you can tell here that I was going to get the 1.3 mil required for leg ones, but before that stage there I was a little bit iffy whether or not I would get there or not. So the final boss here is Cannon. Decided before doing any attacks that I'd try go for a 3-turn kill, so not using any attacking buffs first. And I'm going to use Xenia's overdrive in the next turn. But by using her regular Brave Burst, at least now the defense ignores up. So he does drain gauges, like you can see there, and I think he debuffed a couple units, or a unit. It's not too much to worry about. As long as you can keep like that damage mitigation up, you're fine in clearing it. Yeah, it's on that second turn where he's going to do the debuff and draining, so if you just do normal attacks in the third turn, you should be able to finish him off with, you can see there I've got like 3 Super Brave Birth gauges, Ultimate ready, and Aaron's regular. Only one missing out on a Brave Burst attack is Rignis. So we still get some pretty decent overkill points for that one, which is nice. So we end off just over 1.3 plus an extra 200k for all the other bonuses. I think we end up around 1.51. That's my guess. Let's check it out. 600 victory, 50k survival. Could have gone a bit better with Spark, but yeah. 1.52 for the first attempt. Not too bad. I mean, yeah, not too bad. That sphere there that I paused over for a second, the Evil Halberd, I think that's a new one. They've kind of replaced something and put that in. Not entirely sure what that does yet. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. If I come up with a good order battle squad, I might make a video on that. But thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye!